AITA for telling my sister her husband was at a casino when he told her he was in hospital. My sister called me in tears because her husband had been admitted to hospital for chest pains and hadn't called her for 3 hours. She was panicking. I was at the same casino he was at. He was at the blackjack table in front of me. My brother-in-law and I are not close. We are civil. He is my sister's husband, and I respect that, and I have spent 6 years being polite at family gatherings and saying nothing about the things I have found off-putting about him, because they were not my business and they were not hurting anyone. Last month I had a work event at a hotel that has a casino on the lower ground floor. After the event finished early, I went downstairs for an hour. I am not a regular gambler, once or twice a year, low stakes, something to do. I was at a roulette table when I looked up, and across the floor I saw my brother-in-law at a blackjack table. I looked away and then I looked back. It was absolutely him. I was about to do nothing about it. It is not my business if he gambles, and it is not my place to report his whereabouts to my sister. Then my phone rang. It was my sister. She was crying. She said her husband had texted her 2 hours ago to say he was in A&E with chest pains, and she was panicking because she hadn't heard anything since. She said she'd called the hospital, and they couldn't find any record of him being admitted. She was asking me if I knew anyone who could help her find out what was happening. I looked across the casino floor at him. He was ordering a drink. I said, "I think you need to call his mobile directly right now." She said she didn't want to disturb him if he was with the medical team. I said, "Sarah, call him right now." She did. He didn't pick up. I watched his phone light up on the table in front of him. I watched him look at the screen and put the phone face down. I said, "Sarah, I need to tell you something. Am I the asshole?" Update 6 weeks later. My sister drove to the casino. She did not call me back that night. I found out what had happened through a call from my mother the following morning. Her husband had been at the casino. When my sister walked in, he was still at the table. He had spent 4 hours there. He had told her he was in hospital because he had needed the time and had used the most reliable guaranteed sympathy excuse available. This was not the first time. My sister, once she confronted him that night, told me later that there had been other things she hadn't told the family about, and that this had been the version of events that was harder to explain away than the others. They are in couples counseling. My sister is also in individual therapy. She told me that she had known something was wrong for a long time and had been waiting for something she couldn't explain away. She has not told me whether she is staying in the marriage. That is her decision to make. What I know is that she was on the phone to me crying about her husband being in hospital while he was 40 feet away from me ordering a drink. I could not have said nothing. I will not pretend otherwise, even if there is someone reading this who thinks I should have. NTA or ITA, could you have stayed quiet? Comment below.